y'all. Look, I'm just gonna throw something out here, see where it might fall and where it might land. I'm not one to bite my tongue, but I discern something ain't right in our world. Of course, the normal it ain't right, but there's an additive. Something ain't right, and if you just use basic common sense, there's basic wisdom, basic understanding. You ain't got be no brain scientist. You ain't got to be no genius. You know something ain't right too. I ain't talking about the confusion and the dissent. That's a byproduct of the not rightness. If you got major organizations telling you that folks who is plain to see in their own texts, in their own ideologies, what their belief systems are. And I ain't picking on a certain group, but this is an example to help people have to be able to use their minds. If you take that organization and you're looking through their organization and you see that they for pedophilia, they have pedophilia in their organization. Now, people go through an uproar. You let a pedophile move into your neighborhood. I done seen it happen, church folks, just as well as secular folks. Go berserk. He ain't living here. No, he can't be around here. No, we ain't letting them use it. When they find out, they come unglued. They don't take the time to figure out if what that person did. If he on the list, somebody discovered he on the list and they spread the information, that man gonna have a hard time in that area. At that school, in all them little public functions, in that community. So but you got a major organization saying, not everybody do this, but not everybody guilty of it. And I'm not lumping everybody's, the same, but there's a lot of it going on with little boys, pedophilia and raping and things are going on with this belief system. And you got people saying, hey, you wrong if you don't let them come live with you. Let them into your house. Let them in near you. Get close to you. Now, some of them want to kill you. I'm just saying, you wouldn't want no murderer. Somebody that's talking about murdering folks and ain't got no problem murdering folks that believe in this system of, and they ideology say murder is what needs to take place. Not to say that everybody want to murder people, because everybody ain't psychopath, sociopath, crazy. But if you're sitting underneath that belief system and that is what you adhere to, and you say you believe that God wrote that, I'm just going to say you wouldn't want the murderer, sociopath, psychopath living in your neighborhood, let alone coming in your house. I'm just saying you got to check people by the content of their character and see that this is the problem. You don't want to group everybody the same. But I'm just going to throw this out here. There might just be an agenda to bring them here on purpose. Because you can't ignore all these landmines, these tracks and trails of evidence that lead you to the source. You can't ignore all that and say they are peaceful. Some are, a lot ain't, and they could just be peaceful for now until they ain't peaceful no more. When everybody getting they kill on, rape on, pedophilia on, mutilation on. And the people that is not standing up against them and not speaking up because they afraid to, because why? If you do, Look at the reciprocating response. Harassment, anger, death. When one does not agree, we're gonna come cut your head off. Come on, would God have you do that? Would He? Take some time and use some common sense. Or would the devil do that? Think about the horrific act and go through the act of cutting a head off, cutting the arm off. Is that God? Is that what they doing in heaven right now? You want to come to heaven? I'm not gonna get off into that, okay? We're talking about character and content. You might just want to check the governmental officials, no matter who they are, find out if they've been bought. Because if you know the agenda, that is part of the agenda. People are not going to kill each other. It ain't, whether you bring in a new voting class, giving them everything, or giving the land over to the enemies, or whatever your end game is, a combination of all of it. It just might be part of the agenda to do so. Not that we stupid and we just so loving. If you so loving, people so loving, they ain't handing out no free stuff to the folks that's already here, other than welfare and stuff like that. But that ain't really free. That's a trap. Keep the trap down. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud the time. It's a kind gesture to have it for a certain time in your life, and not to be total just using it and not using it to get off it, because it's a trap. And that is not what God would want you to do. Taking advantage of the system forever. If you're dependent on it, yeah, those people. But anyway, that's another subject matter. You might just want to check the people. I don't care how smooth they are, how cunning they are. Folks. Ain't that what your boy be like? Folks. Is that who we are? First of all, we ain't you. In fact, are you even human? Folks. Are you part human and part something else? Are you filled with another entity? Or is that too deep for y'all? Because there's some folks walking around here filled with other entities. And if you don't believe that, and you don't know that yet, walk with me. That's a little too heavy for you, but it's in your Bible. It's in your Genesis 6. There's people, they might look like you. They might be the prettiest girl, prettiest guy on the planet, the ugliest, the shortest, the tallest, filled with another entity. Cohabitating. Not just a spirit, but an actual entity. But that's a whole nother subject. We're just trying to talk about basic things, basic common sense, because that's coming, but we got to get there. All right, so you got an agenda. Americans ain't gonna kill Americans. Europeans probably ain't gonna kill their own community members, and they've been raised up to talk some type of civility. You know what I'm saying? So even if they don't have to believe in God, it just ain't in the person. That every person. Some people are killers and stuff like that in every race and every community. Some people are more horrific than the others, but most of the people ain't gonna do all that. If you have somebody with an ideology that says to do that, and how about I come plant them in your place, give them the promises, give them all the protections, the rules. You might just want to check out what's really going on with the officials that's causing this and letting that happen. Have they been bought? Are they crazy? Or are they corrupted in spirit, soul, mind, body? Beyond what you can see. What do they do in their private lives? Are they at the dang seance too? Worshiping the devil? You can be a little sweet little housewife, looking all perfect, go misery on a Negro. That's what I'm talking about. You better get beyond the external. The external. Everybody don't always come with the Jason mask on. Sociopath comes sweet, calm, smooth, cunning, collected. You'll willingly get in that car, but you won't get out that way. And that's the same thing that's going on now in this society. People getting conned, smooth, calm. The devil's the most cunning individual. That's what God used for him. He said the creature was more cunning. Cunning. That means slick, crafty. Take the time to do it, to trick you the right way. Have you give up your freedoms. And then by the time you figure out what happened to you, you got conned. You got conned. You ever watch movies about con men? What was that? Will Smith that did the con movie not too long ago. I forget the name of it. Everybody liked him because it was Will Smith, and they was cheering for him and wanted them to get away with the con. But you neglect to look past the facts that he was actually stealing from folks. It don't matter who you're stealing from. You're taking things in your own hands because you're caught up into the characters, rooting for your enemies. But anyway, let's switch subjects. I'm just saying, and I looked at the content and the character of some of the officials that were ruling. I'm just saying, if you gotta pass all your policies on a Friday evening or on the weekend, or you pushing major decisions that you should tell everybody about beforehand. But if you taking the time to do that on a holiday while everybody's celebrating, you're not transparent. You're being sneaky. And who does that? But someone that's a con man. They not being up front with you. They coming through the back door. And if somebody would see the Lord Almighty teach you, if somebody's moving around like that, there's something about them that you need to watch out for. I don't care how smooth he is, what man of a race he is, what number he came in the presidential lineage. You put all your hope and trust in somebody that's moving slick and smooth, doing things like that, or you didn't even know about it because he was just that smooth, but it's fact. Look it up. Yeah, I'm talking about President Barack Obama, and not just him, but all those folks that think like him, walk like him, support him, maybe own him or rule over him. I don't know. Yeah, he ain't the president no more, but he's still conning man. I told y'all a long time ago that kind don't go away. Now he's in the shadows, can do more things. They just might serve in another agenda that's not that of your own. Their agenda might make it look like you included into the agenda up until the time when they don't need you no more. When they don't need you no more. Do you understand? They need you right now to raise a ruckus. But once they don't need you no more, even amongst transgenders and homosexuality and feminist movements and liberals, y'all they gonna comb through y'all. All y'all ain't gonna make it. They gonna comb through you like a fine-tooth comb. And they might just take what they can get, what's left over after they kill the rest of us, all of us, because that's part of the agenda. Killing folks. Ruling the world, decreasing the world population. You ain't got to hear it from me. They tell you with their own mouth. I ain't making this up. They'll tell you with their own mouth. Even Bill Gates said it. Immunizations. Right? We use immunizations to decrease the population of the world. Planned Parenthood. Decrease the world's population. Okay? Getting you to commit genocide. If you don't multiply, we bring in another race of people. They're gonna out multiply you. You ain't gonna be relevant no more. Matter of fact, it's just a studied fact. Look it up. You ain't gonna even be here no more because you killing off your lineage. They being arrested. Then they being turned into homosexuals. They ain't mating. They ain't mating with each other. They mating with each other, but they're not mating. They're not making people in a godly sense. That's another thing with core values. So you got a bunch of people running around with no core values that have been made. A lot of folks that have been killed. It's a part of the agenda. It's not that hard. And yeah, I know it sounds crazy that somebody would actually sit back and plan or use all of this to bring about what they want to bring about. But you're not dealing with well-minded individuals. They want to run the world. They are wickedly crafty, wicked. They know things you'll never know until it's time for you to know them, unless God show you. They've seen the entities you won't believe in. You run into Jesus and certain people with gifts out the church because they don't fit in your life, in your circles. Well, these folks ain't. Matter of fact, they're inviting demon people to infill them with demons, stars and stuff. Not just stars, but elites, government officials, Illuminati, whatever. I don't care about all that. I'm just saying, it ain't only them, the people that are on your media folks. Government officials can be in the clubs. They might not see. All right, that's it. Vet people. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta watch people. You got to use by the content of their character. Their character. I can't warn you enough. Right now, today, I'm crazy, but tomorrow, I'm the guy that makes sense. I'm the guy that makes sense. You know why? Whether I'm perfect, I'm not perfect. I'm a forerunner. God had me connect revelations to the world. And this is what comes out of all that. He lets you know what's really going on, whether you can handle it or not. And he sends the people out to warn the people. So if you see an alien come down, you won't be caught off guard. Alright? So know that the Lord loves us. And he uses even an imperfect person like myself to share the message. It's all in the Bible. You'll see.